Ruben Amorim identifies 3 key signings to unlock Bruno Fernandes' potential at Manchester United. Manchester United are preparing for a major squad overhaul this summer, with incoming manager Ruben Amorim set to be heavily backed in the transfer market. As the Red Devils endure a dismal Premier League campaign, currently languishing in 14th place, the need for reinforcements has become increasingly urgent. Club officials are expected to raise around £200 million through player sales, while aiming to cut up to £80 million from the annual wage bill in order to fund Amorim's ambitious rebuild. One of the key challenges Amorim faces is how to get the best out of club captain Bruno Fernandes. Despite his undeniable talent and leadership qualities, Fernandes has often struggled due to a lack of energy and balance in United's midfield. Former United defender Paul Parker believes that signing 3 specific players, 2 midfielders and a striker, could be the key to unlocking Fernandes' full potential and reviving United's fortunes. Speaking via a sports betting platform, Parker emphasized the need for midfield reinforcements. "I think you've got to be looking at replacing at least 2 players in midfield. I think you need more energy in there, and I like Manuel Ugarte and what he does. I think he will be even more effective with more energy and legs around him." Parker was critical of current options such as Casemiro and Christian Eriksen, who have both struggled to maintain consistency throughout the campaign. Casemiro will play on Thursday, but he gets slaughtered when United lose because people say his legs have gone. But he never had legs. "He was just very clever in how he played," Parker explained. "He's good to watch, but you need more legs from 2 attacking midfield players." While Parker acknowledges Fernandes' quality, he questioned the Portuguese midfielder's positional discipline and tactical awareness. "As good as what Bruno plays when United are chasing, he's not that ideal person because of his discipline problems when he has the ball," he added. Parker believes that having energetic midfielders like Ugarte, coupled with another dynamic presence, would allow Fernandes more freedom to operate in advanced areas where he can cause the most damage. In addition to strengthening midfield, Parker has urged United to sign Ipswich Town striker Liam Delap. The 22-year-old has been one of the standout performers in a struggling Ipswich side, scoring 12 goals this season. With a £30 million release clause reportedly triggered if Ipswich are relegated, Delap has attracted interest from several top Premier League clubs including Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool and Newcastle. "I would take Liam Delap all day long," Parker stated. "I love his work ethic. The fact that he's never beaten. He's desperate to prove himself and score goals. He reminds me of a young Mark Hughes. He's not afraid to put himself about. He wants to make unselfish runs, and he turns bad situations into good ones." Delap's future at Ipswich remains uncertain, though manager Kieran McKenna hasn't ruled out keeping him even if the club is relegated. "It's certainly a possibility," McKenna said. "Liam's a young striker, he's developing really well and he's improving every week. He enjoys being here and his full focus is on Ipswich." With Ruben Amorim set to take charge and Omar Barada promising full support in the transfer window, United's summer could mark the beginning of a new era. By signing 2 energetic midfielders, including Ugarte, and a promising young striker like Delap, Amorim could build a team that brings the best out of Fernandes and reignites United's pursuit of silverware. Ruben Amorim has put Andre Onana and several other Manchester United stars on trial ahead of a busy summer of transfer activity, according to reports. Onana, 29, will be monitored in the final few games of the season by Amorim and his team as they look to make a decision on his future as Man Utd number 1. Andre Onana has been put on trial by Ruben Amorim. Manchester United boss Amorim will monitor Onana's performances for the remainder of the season to make a decision on his future. The £47 million goalkeeper was left out of United's 4-1 thrashing by Newcastle on Sunday, following 2 costly mistakes in the Red Devils' Europa League quarter-final draw against Lyon last Thursday. Onana made two horror blunders to concede twice against the French club after a war of words with Lion star Nemanja Matic in the build-up to the fixture. Matic had labeled Onana as one of the worst goalkeepers in Man Ut history, while Lion fans jeered and booed the shot-stopper prior to kickoff after he has claimed United were a better team than their European counterparts. And after Amorim dropped Onana for the Magpies clash, he has now placed him on trial for the remainder of the season. That's according to the iPaper, who have reported that Manchester United have prioritized signing a new goalkeeper in the summer, and whether that new arrival will be first choice or not depends on Onana's performances between now and the end of the season. Turkish international Altay Bayindir, who conceded 4 goals as Onana's replacement on Sunday, is expected to leave Old Trafford at the end of the season in search of regular first-team football. It's claimed that Onana is just one of many players who could fall victim to a summer overhaul at the Theatre of Dreams, with very few senior players said to be safe. Amorim explained that he left Onana out of the Newcastle game to allow him to disconnect and prepare for the second leg against Lyon this week. Onana made 2 huge mistakes against Lyon last Thursday in the Europa League. He said, "Of course you have to see the context. It is a normal thing. Sometimes you have to push the player to play again. Sometimes you have to let him disconnect a little bit. Tomorrow, he will be in training to prepare for the next one, Lyon. So I felt that it was a good time for Andre to disconnect." I think he was okay about it, because I explained, and then, you don't need to like it, but you understand because I explain every situation. It's a normal situation. You have to manage everything. Sometimes people just look at the physical aspect, but the mental aspect is really, really important. It's for just one game, and we give Altay an opportunity. He deserves it also. And then, again, tomorrow is a new life, and we will prepare for the next one. Onana, who turned up to Manchester United training alongside his agent this week, has been linked with an exit from the United, but is said to be in the dark over the club's plans for him. It is reported by Manchester Evening News that United would need to get at least £26.2 million this summer to avoid a financial fair play loss on Onana after amortization. Onana has made 8 errors leading to goals this season, as United have now confirmed their worst-ever Premier League points haul following their Newcastle defeat. Wayne Rooney sends message to Rashford after Villa's brave Champions League exit. Aston Villa's thrilling second-leg win over Paris Saint-Germain wasn't enough to see them through to the Champions League semi-finals, but it offered a glimmer of hope for Marcus Rashford's future. The England international, on loan from Manchester United, was one of Villa's standout performers in their 3-2 win at Villa Park, showing the kind of form that once made him one of the most exciting prospects in English football. Rashford, 27, played a key role in Villa's attacking efforts, registering an assist for their 3rd goal by weaving past 2 PSG defenders before setting up Ezri Konsa. Despite the spirited comeback and win on the night, Villa's previous 3-1 defeat in Paris ultimately proved too much to overcome. His performance didn't go unnoticed, especially by Manchester United legend Wayne Rooney. Speaking on Amazon Prime. After the match, Rooney made it clear he wants Rashford back at Old Trafford this summer. "I hope Rashford goes back to Manchester United and performs like he did tonight," Rooney said. "That's what we all want to see as Manchester United fans." The remarks come amid a turbulent season for Rashford, who was sent out on loan in January after falling down the pecking order under new United boss Ruben Amorim. The Portuguese manager's arrival saw a shift in priorities and tactics, leaving Rashford struggling to rediscover his form. But since joining Unai Emery's side, the forward has shown signs of revival, playing with renewed confidence and hunger. Rooney believes Rashford's heart still lies with Manchester United, and that his loan spell should serve as a wake-up call to both the player and the club. "Marcus Rashford wants to play for Manchester United, 100%, Rooney said. He's a Manchester lad, a Manchester United fan. He needed to play, and it was clear he wasn't going to play for the rest of the season. Sometimes you have to put the manager in a position where he cannot leave you out. Rooney went on to say he hopes Rashford returns to his boyhood club, not just to play, but to build a legacy. In an ideal world, Marcus wants to be remembered as a great at United. Whether that's possible, I don't know, but that's what I'd love to see, he added. Unai Emery, while clearly impressed by Rashford's display, remained non-committal when asked about the player's future with Aston Villa. The Spanish manager praised Rashford's performance, but admitted that decisions would have to wait. "It is difficult to plan it now," Emery told reporters after the match. "He is feeling better and he played a fantastic match. We are very happy. If he is happy, we are happy. It depends on the circumstances for now and the next weeks." For Rashford, this loan spell could prove to be a turning point. Despite the emotional disappointment of crashing out of Europe, the personal boost in confidence and form may be exactly what he needed. The real question now lies with Manchester United and whether the club and Amorim are willing to offer him another chance. While Rashford was rightly praised for his performance, not everyone in a Villa shirt escaped criticism. Football legend Clarence Seedorf singled out Lucas Digne and Matty Cash for their defensive lapses, branding their efforts unacceptable in allowing PSG to take control early in the game. Villa's valiant second-leg display showed character, but it also highlighted the fine margins that define Champions League football. Emery's side may have fallen short, but players like Rashford offered a reason for optimism. As summer approaches, all eyes will now be on Old Trafford. Will Marcus Rashford return to Manchester United ready to fight for his place and fulfill the potential that once made him the face of the club's future? Or will he seek a fresh start, possibly even making his loan move permanent? One thing's for sure. Performances like the one against PSG prove he still has what it takes at the highest level. And if Rooney's words are anything to go by, there's still belief at United that Rashford can be a star once more.